Okay, this November, California is going to vote on whether genetically modified foods should be forcibly labeled as genetically modified foods. Now, I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to tell you whether GMOs are good or bad because I don't fucking know. I leave that to the guys at TYT Science. But I'm just going to give you my perspective from a political point of view. But first thing, I want to do a little science of this, and TYT Science could, like blow my shit up if they think I'm wrong about this. But basically, from what my understanding is, that that one of the dangers of genetically modified foods is biodiversity is key to survival. Like if there was a virus, the fact that we have different plants and different strains, like they wouldn't be wiped out completely. Like if they're all genetically modified in the same way, then they're more vulnerable to disease and we'd be more vulnerable to famine. So like that's a basic argument. I don't know like what safeguards there are against that or not. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but basically biodiversity is key to survival of a species. So like from that perspective, I guess that's a negative on GMOs because if we're engineering them all in one ways, then they're kind of bad. Now, from the political perspective, I don't think that you should force genetically modified companies to label their foods GMOs. Now, I don't play the GMO, company line that they're not different from regular foods. Obviously, they are. They're genetically modified. Modified means different. Go get a dictionary if you don't know that. But I do agree that if you don't grow or genetically modified foods, that you should be able to label them non-GMO. So basically, I'm saying why pass a law when you could repeal a law? It's currently illegal for companies or farmers that don't grow GMO foods to say that there are no GMO foods in there because Monsanto basically is one of those companies that owns the government. I mean, they own Clarence Thomas, the justice on the Supreme Court that ruled that they could patent seeds. So basically what I'm saying is if you think it's advantageous of you as a company to label your foods non-GMO and they actually are non-GMO, then you should be able to do so. But I don't think you should force GMO companies to label them. Basically, in my perfect libertarian world, when you go to the grocery store, you assume everything is genetically modified unless they say specifically that it's not genetically modified. Like I said, that's a why pass a law instead of repeal one. On California, if they vote to put labels on it, I don't give a shit. I mean, it achieves the same goal. There's just a philosophical difference. So that's my opinion on genetically modified foods. I didn't try and get too much into the science because I don't know the science. But I would actually like the guys at TYT Science to kind of do a video about this. That's it.